Today we're going to be talking about how you can make your next land purchase an investment and gain some passive income. You can be looked at with a piece of land bringing in $3 to 2,500 depending on how valuable the land is every single month. Give us a call. We'd love to walk you through that and see how you can make the most amount of money with your next land purchase. Hey, it's Jesse here, North Idaho Home Hunter, and welcome to the next video in our land series that we're doing. Today we're going to be talking about how you can make your next land purchase an investment and gain some passive income in that. So I'm going to talk about three things. First thing I want to talk about is land development. Second thing would be subdividing land. And then the third thing would be carrying a note on a piece of land. Land development, obviously, it's kind of like buying a house and then fixing it up and then adding some of that value to the property. Once you've taken a house that's completely destroyed and put all new stuff into it. Land development's kind of like that, where you take a piece of raw land and then you just make improvements to it. You bring in a road, you put in a septic system, you drill a well, clear out a build site, maybe even build a shop or a structure on the property. That's a way that you can make it more of an investment, where you're actually putting money in it, and then all of a sudden you're going to see that there's going to yield a higher price based off of the sweat equity that you put into the property itself. So buying completely raw land without anything there, without power in or anything like that, you can put in some good sweat equity and it can become more of an investment to you down the road once you've completed all the upgrades to the property. The second way would be to subdivide. With subdividing, you gotta look at a few things. If you're within city limits, what does the city say about it? If you're in the county, what does the county say about it? We have about 5 counties that we deal with. And so each county is a little bit different on how they like to do things, but subdividing is definitely an option, especially if it's zoned correctly. So you want to make sure that obviously that property is right to be subdivided. But if you have something that can be subdivided, now you can have multiple parcels. So you're going to be able to make some money off of that. And it's a good way to grab something, especially if you can do more than like a minor subdivision, if you could do more of a major subdivision. Now, you have to take into consideration the cost of doing that, road costs, bringing in infrastructure. If you're doing city services, there's a lot of things to take into consideration when you're doing that. So you definitely want to consult with someone who knows what they're doing. Call a land specialist like ourselves. We can help out with some of that conversation, but that is a way that you can do it through subdividing and then selling off some of those parcels. We know people that have taken some land, they did a subdivision, they sold off a parcel, and they pretty much paid for what they bought the original parcel for. We've had people where they've split off a couple parcels and they've paid for the whole thing and some, and they've actually made some money back. It's really good to look into to see if it's actually possible to do the subdividing. Once you've subdivided the properties, you can do an owner carry on those lots. And this is the third one that we're wanting to talk about. What is an owner carry and how can it benefit you in bringing in passive income? Basically what you do is you step in as the bank. You advertise it when you're selling it that you're gonna do an owner carry contract, and there's terms involved. You're gonna do an interest rate, you're gonna have how long it's gonna be as far as terms, amortization period, what the payments are gonna be every single month. You can present that to the general public, or people making an offer can also go through terms, but it's a negotiation. You can be looked at with a piece of land bringing in $3 to 2,500 depending on how valuable the land is. Every single month, you can foreclose if the person stops making the payments and you get the initial down payment from the loan that they were wanting to take out from you. It's not going to be for every piece, but if you're looking at your next land purchase as an investment opportunity, we can help walk you through, okay, this piece of land is good for development. This piece of land is good for subdividing. This piece of land is good for possibly doing an owner carry on if you have cash and you want to buy something small. Maybe it's a recreational piece of ground. But there's a lot of different things that we can do and we can talk through if you view your next land purchase as an investment opportunity. So we'd love to have that conversation. If any of this makes sense to you and you're looking at making some money with your next land purchase, give us a call. We'd love to walk you through that and see how you can make the most amount of money with your next land purchase.